I spent my whole life growing up being taught this is the box and this is where you belong. This is what is good. This is good girl status. And it's very important that you stay here. And the way that you know you're there is external sources telling you good, good. So literally, that's why I had to do somatic therapy. And I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like very intense. You're almost having like an out of body experience, but you're very in your body. And there's like, they have you do like certain like shaking things, like you are getting trauma out of your body. And all of mine was around being seen, being judged, and letting them. So now this is what I want you guys to do. Whenever you notice followers dipped, you're more every time you're yourself, you will both get a spike and a dip. And at first there will only be dips, big dips, and that's okay. So now like what I did was every single time I would tell myself, let them go and let them come. That was my mantra. I loved it so much. It's everywhere in my office. I might get a little tattoo because it was just so helpful. Let them go and then let them come back. Let them new ones come. The fresh blood in the business. They're the most excited anyway. They're like, "Oh my God, I just found you from that hilarious thing you posted. Oh my God, like I saw all the comments. People are so weird. I love you." Like those people. And babes, like they were never going to root for you anyway. Like my sign off and my emails is always, I'm rooting for you. I truly am rooting for them. They were never rooting for me. They wanted me to be controlled. They wanted to edit me. I spent my whole life that way. I know it when I see it. Why would I treat myself like that? Why would I allow myself to have an audience full of people that trigger me and want to edit me and want to keep me from growing because it makes them feel better about themselves? Mm-hmm. Why would I want an audience full of people that only loves me if I am following their rules, which is all perception anyway, mm-hmm. and is empty and hollow and stupid? It doesn't make any sense. I love myself so much now. All I care about is if I am happy doing what I'm doing. So if something makes me laugh and I think it's funny and people want to cancel me, okay, go ahead. I'm always humble. I'm always open to learn. I'm always open to be a better version of myself. But if you just don't like me because I am not staying in your little box or I'm being too much, like I am the too much woman. And you can either get on board or get the hell out. I really don't care. And that is so freaking liberating. Like I'm so free. I'm inspired. I've got so many ideas. I'm starting to post on Instagram like 2 or 3 times a day. Wow. Because I'm booked out like too far. I'm not going to have an idea that juicy and put it in April when it's December. Like I can't. So I'm lit up. I am in flow finally. And this only happens when you let them go and then let them come. It's magic.
Yeah, it is. And it reminds me of that saying, like, we teach people how to treat us because it's all a mirror. Yes. And so it's like, if you were treating yourself that way, then you are teaching those in your world to also treat you that way. Or if you're allowing it to happen. And I think those listening can relate to this no matter how, your years of being online and building a business and brand online and the evolutions of that is you'll have those moments like you were saying earlier, Allie, I don't love my community right now. I don't love what I'm doing. I don't love what I'm working on. And it's like, well, it's all a mirror. So what is that meant to teach you? What is that meant to show you right now? Like, what are you avoiding that could probably get you to the other side of this that you're not honoring? And I think that is a surefire indication. So when you just said like they were never rooting for me, like obviously they weren't, because if they were, they would have been the first ones to support you through this huge personal like transformation of your family, but they were the first people to knock you down. And it's because that was what they came to you inauthentic. They came to you as people pleasers. They came to you as watered down versions of themselves because you came to them that way. So like attracts like. And so I love that you that you stated that, because I think that's a good reflection for myself and for all of us here in this conversation to remember if we're having those moments of like, why do I keep attracting the same men in my life? Or why do I keep attracting this kind of person in my community? Or why does this thing keep happening over and over again? It's like, well, you're the common denominator. So like, what are you doing or allowing energetically or otherwise to make that happen